Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Now let's get into the video. The Loki series has brought with itself a new organization into the MCU, which is the TVA, but there's still a lot that hasn't been revealed about it. In this video, we will be explaining Loki and the Time Variance Authority. Number 5. First appearance in comics. While the TVA might be a new organization for the MCU, it most certainly isn't for the wider Marvel Comics. This is because they were introduced all the way back in 1986. They made their first appearance in an issue of Thor, which was written by Walter Simonson. One of the main roles of the TVA, as has been shown in both the comics and the TV show, is to function as a bureaucracy that makes sure that time flows properly. They are in charge of an infinite number of universes, and when something or someone in those universes deviates from the path that has been set out for them, the TVA intervenes. There have been many related mishaps that have happened, such as the one with Loki, but this does raise the question of why they don't intervene in every matter, such as the snap. Well, they must have known that the Avengers were eventually going to put everything back together, which is why they stepped back and watched the events unfold. Along with the TVA, many new characters were introduced as well, so let's talk about the fan favorite among them. Number 4. Role of Mobius. While the name Mobius is trending nowadays, this is not the character that was introduced in the Loki series. The name of the character played by Owen Wilson was Mobius. He had a very interesting dynamic with Loki in the TV show, and the two formed a very close bond with one another. Well, the character of Mobius has also appeared in the comics, and he has similar things there as well. In an issue of a comic, he ended up prosecuting the Fantastic Four, due to the fact that they messed with time. At another instance, he also prosecuted She-Hulk for doing the same. Since She-Hulk is going to be entering the MCU pretty soon, the two of them could potentially cross paths in this universe as well. Mobius has even been known to interact with Deadpool, and just imagine the chaos that would ensue if those two ever crossed paths. At the end of the first season of Loki, it seemed like Mobius had forgotten Loki, so it's going to be interesting to see where his character goes from there. Number 3. Bringing Loki back. After all this, you might be wondering one thing, which is why Marvel chose to bring Loki back for a TV show. Well, many fans are of the opinion that since he already had a complete character arc in the movies, going from a heinous villain to a person that gave his life for his brother, he should have been left as is. But the fact of the matter is, the character of Loki is very popular among the fan base, and Marvel felt that they could do more with the character, which is why they showed him escaping in Avengers Endgame. In the series, he was once again slowly shown to see the error of his ways, and by the end of the series, he had started to care for the multiverse as well. Loki was initially a person that couldn't even imagine loving another person, but by the end of the show, he'd fallen head over heels for Sylvie, which shows just how great of a character arc he has been given. But there's still more to come, and the show had a lot of impact on the MCU as well. Number 2. Consequences for MCU. One of the most important things that the Loki series did for the MCU was introducing the concept of the multiverse. If you think about it, before this we only had Doctor Strange and the little time traveling that was involved in that. Due to the ever-growing scale of the MCU, this concept resulted in being crucial for the latest Spider-Man movie and the second Doctor Strange as well. But with all this, it seems like the stakes for any single character in the MCU is lessened, since there are infinite versions of them throughout the multiverse. Marvel is surely going to address this at one point or another. Number 1. Introduction of Kang. One other great character that appeared in the show was that of Kang. He's a very complex character in the comics as well as in the show. He blew everyone away with the things that he revealed to Loki and Sylvie. His character is going to be fleshed out a bit more in the upcoming Ant-Man 3 movie, which is going to shed a bit more light on what his role in the MCU is going to be. But if the comics are any indication, he's going to be one of the most consequential characters in the overall MCU. These were some of the details about Loki and the Time Variance Authority. The show has just begun, and the second season is bound to bring more of the same greatness back into the MCU. That brings us to the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. If you enjoyed the content, then do leave a like. So until next time, take care and goodbye.